I can look away. Yeah.
Hey guys, what's up? It's Janae here, and today I'm back with a new video. Today I have for you guys a best makeup slash skincare of 2019. And I am really excited to show you guys because I really love watching other YouTubers' videos like this, because I get to try new makeup throughout the next year. It's just really fun to see other people's favorites and then trying it out for yourself, and then maybe eventually even liking it. So I really want to share this with you guys. I have quite a lot on my makeup desk right now, and I actually got into a certain type of skincare this year, and I really want to share it with you guys because my skin got so much better this year, and just, you know, trial and error, knowing what works with my skin and what doesn't. But anyways, without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so starting off with the face products, of course, I'm going to be starting off with the L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear Foundation. I love this foundation so much because it has never let me down. I have gone through so many drugstore foundations, and if I would show you my makeup collection, you would know. But there has been a lot of foundations that I've really stopped using because either one, it irritated my skin, two, it doesn't last a long time on my skin, it looks patchy at the end of the day, or, you know, products don't sit well on top of it. But this foundation in particular is so amazing. I've seen a lot of YouTubers actually post this on their best makeup of 2019 videos, and honestly, it is such a great foundation. If you guys are looking for an affordable foundation and you don't want to spend $40 on, you know, a Sephora foundation, go try this out. It's really great. Even if my skin is going through some stuff and it's dry in some areas, it's oily in some areas, or, you know, it's more on my normal skin type, this foundation is great. I really do love their shade range because for some reason drugstore foundations, they really don't ever put out yellow toned foundation shades, but L'Oreal does a really good job with their shade ranges. For me, Maybelline Fit Me is so good, but 118 is the only foundation shade in like the light to medium range that has that yellow undertone. But for some reason, they don't ever want to put out more yellower, you know, lighter shades, because I'm kind of pale, as you can tell, and it's really a struggle for me to find a foundation that actually matches my neck. Alright, so next up we have concealers. So I have two concealers. This one is the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Hydrate Concealer, and this is the L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear. So as you can tell, these two are super good. These two concealers, I feel like they're so amazing in their own ways. This one is a hydrating concealer, and then this one is more of a matte, very long wearing concealer. This specific concealer doesn't cater for a 24-hour long wear concealer, but it is really great for long wear. If you have a full day and you have to wear, or like if you want to wear makeup that will last you, I would suggest this. This is a really good concealer. Although I have drier under eyes, I still feel like it really does work for me. And you have more of an oilier under eye area and you like that matte, you know, very full coverage concealer. I'm actually wearing it today. This is really great. But if you have drier under eyes like me, and you really need that concealer that isn't going to look patchy under your eyes and that isn't going to cling to your dry under eyes, then I would recommend the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Hydrate. I really love this one to prime my eyes and to use it as an under eye concealer. But this one is actually great for priming your eyes, but also spot concealing. And I find that this one doesn't really do well when it's, you know, when you use it as a spot concealer, but it is really good for your under eyes. For primer, I only have one primer to share for you guys that was my favorite for last year, and this is the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. And I am not really a person to prime my skin. I don't usually prime, But once I tried this primer, it looks super good under this foundation or even other foundations. It is so unique because when you open it, it's like, okay, well, what do I do with it? Do I just like scoop it out with my finger and apply it to my skin? The best way to use this is to take just a little bit. You don't need a lot of it. So this actually comes in a really nicely sized pot, which means it's gonna last you a very long time. And I feel like this really helps your foundation last. It makes it look flawless. And if you ever have, you know, any problems with your foundation sinking into your pores and making your pores look a bit larger than usual, girl, pick you some up. Okay, so for powder, I've been using this for I don't even know how long now. I think I've been using it for almost 2 years now. But this is the Coty Airspun powder. It's only $5 at Walmart. Can you even get, oh, no, okay. It's so good. I mean, I've been dying to try the Laura Mercier powder, but I heard it's like $30, and I don't know if I really want to just dive in and get a $30 powder. So this is more like my everyday powder that I use all over the face and to bake under my eyes. This, because it's of course cheaper, it's easier to use more of. Okay, for highlighters, I have a couple. For the first highlighter, this is the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Hello Halo Liquid Highlighter. That's a full mouth to say, but so this highlighter is super nice. It kind of looks a little too dark on camera, but in person it shows up super nicely on the skin. I don't really know for lighter skin tones if you can use this specific shade. This is in the shade Gilded Glow, but for light, medium, and even medium dark skin tones, this looks so beautiful. It's a golden champagne-y shade, and it's amazing. Let me swatch it for you guys. Under makeup, this is amazing as well. If you really want it to pop, you can put this underneath a powder highlighter, and it just makes your highlighter so much better. But if you want like a glow from within, you can always put it under your foundation wherever you want it, like the high points of your face, and then tap it in and then apply your foundation over it. Pretty, look at that. Like, look at that. Wow. Okay, look. So nice, so nice. And it sets very nicely, but it still gives you some room to blend it out. So nice on the skin. I can't, it's so nice, it's so nice. So for the second highlighter, this is the ColourPop highlighter. I have so many of these highlighters. I can't even just say one specific one that I love, but the formula of these ColourPop Super Shock Cheek highlighters are so great. They have a really cool formula. I remember the first time I bought it this year, when I actually touched it, I was like, that's really weird. Like, it feels like a putty. It kind of feels like the Poreless Putty Primer, but as you touch it, it's like it has a really weird kind of like wet formula, but it's super nice. Here, let me try to swatch it a little bit better. Like, this one is very nice for those like no makeup days. If you really want your cheeks to pop and you want to be glowing, this is super nice. It's very natural, but you can also build it up if you want a blinding highlight. Okay, so moving on to blush. This is the Milani Rose d'Oro blush. It's amazing. I've heard a lot of people just rave about it and how good it is, and people just bring it back from their makeup collection and they're like, how come I stopped using it? But it's so good. Look how pretty that is. Like, oh my gosh, that is so pretty. So this this has a bit of a shimmery, not really shimmery, but has more of a satin, kind of a little bit luminous finish. If you do have oilier features around your cheek area, I don't know if it will work the best for you, but dude, this blush is great. I will swatch it for you guys. It's a very, very, very nice peachy, rosy pink blush. So it's a very versatile blush that you can use all the time if you want to just wear a little bit of concealer and add this to your cheeks for a rosy flush. It just ties in your bronzer and your highlighter all together, and it makes it super seamless. It's so nice. So yeah, super cute. Get you some. For bronzer, I actually tried a couple of bronzers that I liked more towards kind of like the last stretch of the year, so I'm not going to really be including it, but this is the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer. I feel like the hype over this bronzer was a couple of years ago, but after I brought it back, I'm like, it's so good. This is in this shade medium slash deep. I feel like the lighter Chocolate Soleil is kind of a bit too light for me. I don't know if they do have a middle shade, if they just have the regular Chocolate Soleil, but this is the medium deep one, and it's super nice if you're a little bronzier, especially during the summer. It's really nice, and it smells like chocolate. I love chocolate. If you know me personally, I have a chocolate addiction, but it's so good. This is a bit pricier though. This, I believe it's around $30, and you can get it at Sephora, but I got mine from, I think, Sephora or Macy's. But it's a really great bronzer, and sometimes though, TJ Maxx and Marshalls, you can find Too Faced over there. So if you want to see if you can get lucky and find this over there, there's a little hack for you. Okay, so moving on to the eyes, I have these two palettes, and these are the Beauty Creations Splash of Hues color palettes. So this is volume 1 and this is volume 2, and I literally have eyelashes stuck on it still. I'll open it up for you guys so you can see what specific colors are in here. This is what it looks like, and as you can tell, it's beautiful. This is my first like colorful palette that I've ever purchased, and after I started to, you know, want to dive into more colors, look how pretty it is. I really love their pink and their purple. These two are so amazing for like a summery peachy eyeshadow look. And then for the volume 2, it comes with these shades. Look, like both of these palettes you can't even go wrong with. You can use both of these palettes any time of the year, whenever you want. If you just want to be playing with makeup whenever you want, these are great. I believe they were around $20 to $25 for both of these, so they're really great. And if you have honey, you can even find some coupon codes. Oh, and not to mention, they're both cruelty-free, which is amazing. So if you really don't like using makeup products that are not cruelty-free, these two are cruelty-free. For mascara, this is a cult favorite of mine. I have always loved it ever since it came out to this day. I'm pretty sure it's been here for at least 2 years now. This is a Maybelline New York Lash Sensational Full Fan Effect mascara. This specific one in this tube, I remember they do have one that is black or like a grayish color, and then the words are rose gold, but no, this one specifically is so good. So if you really love having full lashes and you like that spidery effect but also lengthening, volumizing, it's amazing. It's so good, and it doesn't dry out on you. It's a really good formula, although it starts off a little wet in the beginning, but of course all mascaras, once you start using it a couple of times, it gets better and better every single time. Mine is super dirty, but it's so great. So it has like a little bit of a fan type of applicator. It's really nice, and it allows you to coat your lashes super beautifully. If you really love just wearing your natural lashes and you really want them to stick out, people will even ask you, are those falsies? Well, maybe not, but people will literally compliment your lashes. They're gonna be like, how is it so long? Are those even your real ones? If you want a mascara that makes your eyelashes pop, especially if you have shorter eyelashes and you really want those long lashes to frame your eyes. This is great. Amazing. Maybelline Full Fan Effect mascara. More for the eyes, I have the P. Louise base. I could not include this makeup product in this video because it has changed my eyeshadow game. I can't even stress enough how much this has changed my life. I love this eyeshadow base so much because it allows the eyeshadows to stick very nicely. It makes your eyeshadow pop. The colors, especially if you use it with like a colorful palette like this, it makes those colors pop so much more. Because if you can't tell, if you like swatch colorful eyeshadows on your skin, your bare skin, nothing under it, it looks like lackluster. But with this eyeshadow base, it's amazing. And if you can't tell, I really loved my eye products this year. This is also another ColourPop product, and this is the Super Shock Shadow in the shade Ladybird. Like, okay, first of all, I can't even explain to you how many times I've used this in almost every single look I've done this year. It's so pretty. It does not show how pretty it is on camera, but if you can get your hands on it at an Ulta and you can actually swatch them, Ladybird specifically, it has like silver glitter and it's also like a champagne shade, but the way it reflects, it's amazing. If you're looking for an eyeshadow just to pop in, you know, the inner corners and you really want it to be bright, these are amazing. Or even if you just want one eyeshadow shade all over your eyelids, they're so good. And they're only $6 each. And if, you know, ColourPop has a sale, you can get a lot of these. Like, they're so good. Alright, so moving on to lips, I have two favorite products of all time this year, and they're both lip glosses. And what's funny is I think last year I was on like a matte lipstick purge, I guess. I really loved the matte looks on the lips, but this year I started, you know, gravitating towards juicier looking lips, and these two lip glosses, I can't stress enough how good they are, especially for their price too. So this is the e.l.f. lip lacquer, and it's in this little tube right here. And then this is the ColourPop in the shade ColourPop Ultra Glossy Lip in the shade Champagne Mommy. This is so good. These two, so good. This I feel like is a really good dupe for the Glossier lip glosses. I actually haven't tried them personally, but I heard they are a really great dupe and they're cheaper. I think it's around $12 to $16 for the Glossier lip gloss, and it's in the same packaging. It's this small, but this one is only $3. If you love a lip gloss that gives you a wet look, it's not sticky, it's not drying, it hydrates your lips throughout the day, it doesn't, you know, it doesn't suck the life out of it. This lip gloss is so good. $3. If you really want to stock up, stock up. Okay, so I believe that is all the makeup products, but let's move on to the skincare products because my skin has been on a roller coaster because of just hormonal acne and all that, and acne scars. Yeah, so let's just get on with the skincare. So first, this is the Neogen Real Fresh Foam Green Tea Facial Cleanser or Facial Foam, and I think I've been through maybe 2 or 3 bottles of this already this year, and I think I started using Korean skincare brands around March or May of last year. These facial foams are so good. It smells like fresh green tea. I mean, it kind of took a while for me to get used to the scent because it was very herbally, but this, it changed my skin so much. Without good facial cleansers, your skin is going to kind of look dull, it's going to look irritated. But I feel like this one has really tamed my redness. It has tamed my acne. It kept it under control. And I've noticed I stopped using harsher, acne targeting facial cleansers or even just skincare in general, because I feel like it really dried out my skin, and it kind of irritated my skin, attacked my skin, and it made my skin look even redder. And you would think using acne products, it would help your skin and it'll just take away your acne magically like that. But no. So for me, the secret to getting clearer skin was using more gentle products, because my skin didn't really like, having benzoyl peroxide on my skin every single day and having it dry out, and then me putting more and more and more and feeling like I had to kind of like zap, the pimples away with super harsh chemicals. It didn't work that way. So this really helped, but of course, all of my skincare all together helped me all in one. But this is a really good starter. If you wanted to try Korean skincare, you can actually find this on Amazon. It's a bit more expensive on Soko Glam. That's also a Korean beauty slash skincare website. But if you want to get it to you fast and it's a bit cheaper, Amazon gets you Neogen, and it has a couple of scents, I guess, or formulas. My favorite of all time is their green tea one. I haven't tried the other ones, but I know they do have like a rice one, they have a blueberry one, and they have, I don't know what else they have, but for sure this is my favorite, and maybe I'll be trying their blueberry one. Sadly, I don't have a favorite toner, or at least my favorite toner as of right now, because right now I'm using the Sunjung pH 5.5 Relief Toner, and as you can tell, I'm a bit into it now. But this one is a bit more watery, so this isn't really my favorite one. I just wanted to show you guys because this is what I'm using right now. But my favorite one is the Klairs Supple Preparation Toner, the unscented one. Unscented. Oh, and also I found that using very slight fragranced or even non-fragranced skincare helped my skin so much, because fragrance actually breaks me out. But the unscented supple preparation toner is amazing. It has a cool viscosity. It's not sticky, but I don't know, I can't explain it. It's just really good. It's around $20 on Amazon, so it's an amazing toner. If you are dry, if you're oily, it works for all skin types, and it lasts a really long time. This is a chemical exfoliator. So this is the BHA Blackhead Power Liquid from CosRx. And this is an amazing product because for me, whenever I have those flare-ups and I feel like there are bumps just wanting to come out into the surface, I always use this to chemically exfoliate, or just go through the pores and clean out all the gunk. And so this, especially the BHA one, it's really good to clean out the pores. If you feel like you really need a pick-me-up, if your skin is feeling dirty from all the makeup, or you just really need something to cleanse the skin, this is great. You only use it like 2 times a week. This is amazing. Their AHA Whitehead Power Liquid is amazing as well. I actually started using that first when I wanted to get into chemical exfoliating, but this one, I feel like this is more gentle on my skin, and it's more catered to acne. AHAs can be a little bit more abrasive, a little bit for people with more sensitive / acne prone skin. So if you have that and you really want to just clear out the gunk, the dirt, the oil, the sebum from your pores, this is a really great product from CosRx, if I didn't say that already. Another product from CosRx, I really love CosRx. They have amazing skincare products, and so this one is the Advanced Snail 96 Mucin Power Essence. This is already empty, and I'm still trying to like, there's just a little bit left at the bottom, but I'm trying to just pump out every single bit of it because it's so good. But I already have my second bottle ready to be used. So this is an amazing essence. I guess I would look at it as a serum too. Here, if I could just show you guys, okay, so I just pumped just a little bit on my hand, but do you see how like weird that is? It's like super sticky but watery at the same time. It's like really weird. At first I was like, I'm literally putting snail mucin on my face. Like, that's kind of weird. But this product, if you're looking for a skincare product that's really going to help your dark spots and your hyperpigmentation, this is a lifesaver. I've seen a lot of Korean beauty gurus just rave about this, and at first when I bought it and I applied it to my skin, I was like, I don't know if it's really doing anything for my skin. I feel like it's kind of irritating it. So I stopped for a little bit, but then I was like, okay, everyone raves about this. There's no way I can't use it. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna try it again and we'll see how this goes. So I tried it again. I'm like, my skin kind of loves it. So I continued to use it and literally finished my whole bottle. And it's so good. It has faded my dark spots. My hyperpigmentation is, is settling down now. I kind of have to go towards my, a little bit of the redness and unevenness, but it's still amazing. If you struggle with that, it's great. Okay, so I actually started using an oil-based cleanser along with my water-based cleanser because I saw a lot of people were just raving about the double cleansing method. And so this is the Clean It Zero, and it's the, the purifying one. Okay, so I used the Hamish All Clean Balm when I really wanted to start double cleansing, and I just heard like using an oil-based cleanser to take off your makeup is less harsh on your skin because you're not dragging it with cotton pads or you're not dragging it with, face towels. And I've always used the Clean and Clear like face, the makeup removers, but I always ended up like having my eyes feeling like they were raw because I was just like trying to take off that waterproof eyeliner or, just my Anastasia Beverly Hills brow pomade, and it took so long for it to come off, although I really love those. But when they were a bit drier and I didn't run it with a little bit of water under the faucet, they would be a little too dry and they would be a little harsh on my skin. But of course, after I took off my makeup, it felt like my skin was super red, and I was just like looking at myself and I'm like, I kind of did a little bit too much. This really helped take off my makeup, clean my skin, give it that extra step of cleanliness. I cannot finish this video without this bad boy right here. Curology literally changed my life. I was using Roden & Fields last year, but $200 to $300 for that whole skincare system, it was just a lot. It was a lot. And since I had to repurchase it every 2 to 3 months, it was a lot of money to just put out. It was kind of like paying for a car, kind of. Yes, it did work for my skin. If you can afford it, if you know someone who is an RNF consultant, try it out. They're amazing, but for the price, you cannot beat $40 every 2 months, or even, $19.95 every month. If you want to try it out for yourself, it's only $4.95 for shipping, but it's free for the formula. It's like I'm sponsored, but it's so great. I can't even tell you how much it has changed my skin. And it's amazing because I talk to the dermatologist and they can formulate, a new formula. If it didn't work for your skin, they can always work with you. But just for the price, and facials are super expensive, and if you can't really afford stuff like that, where it's like you go to the dermatologist and you order prescription, I went through all of that. I had to use a lot of topical medication that I was prescribed from Kaiser, I had to use oral medication, but then after, my acne started to come back. But once I started to use Curology, I can't even live without it anymore. But yeah, so this is amazing if you are struggling with acne, but they even actually have other things to cater for like wrinkles or sun damage, all that stuff. But it's amazing. Curology, it has become my #1 favorite of 2019. I started in March. Now it's January of 2020 and my skin has transformed. It really has. Alright, so that is it for my best makeup slash skincare of 2019. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was a super long video, but I hope you guys found some products for you to try this year, and maybe you'll even enjoy it as well. So thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel down below, turn on that post notification bell, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!
You say, as long as I